Up them 60 singles, man. Just show them one time, man.
You want to see that dub? That's that dub.
That's one dub. What the rest of the dubs at?
That's a 5.
Let's show them, man.
You want another
Probably
5?
got that $75 on it.
What, you want another 5?
What that $75?
Oh, yeah, we getting money out of it.
Hey, what's up? It's Amanee with CHIRAQ Magazine, here with the one and only Southside Point. How you doing tonight? How you feeling?
Big ups to CHIRAQ Magazine. Big ups to you, Amanee. What's going on?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Born on the south side of Chicago, raised on the south side of Chicago a little bit, and south suburbs as well. Yeah, I've been doing music since I was a shorty, on and off. Probably within the last 10 years, I've been getting a little bit more serious. Well, I ain't gonna even say that. Maybe a little bit more than 10. But, you know, sometimes, like, your key players go to jail, people get killed, and you take breaks. Like, nah, I don't want to do no music. And you might get a call from the joint from one of the guys, like, keep going, and end up getting back to it. So that's kind of been my, get back focus and stop type thing. But for the last probably about 5-6 years now, I've been going like straight full throttle as far as like putting projects out every year, doing shows, and you know what I'm saying, making sure I'm making sure my name is in the blogs and certain blogs and stuff, and you know, networking and trying to build my brand.
Okay. What started you with your rap career? Like, when you were younger, did someone motivate you?
I got well, he like a cousin, but he like a god family, his godmother is my aunt. But I had went and spent the night over there for the weekend when I was like real young or whatever, and he had put like a tape in one thing and an instrumental in one thing, and we was recording, and that's when I wrote my first rap. Shortly after that, he ended up getting booked for like 17 years. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never stopped messing around. I started, writing and getting a little bit more serious about it then. And from there, I really just never stopped.
Okay. Is there a specific rapper that you looked up to growing up?
The first time I ever heard Eric B. and Rakim move the crowd, I was stuck on Stupid. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to say when I was probably about 5 or 6, my mom bought me a record player, and she used to bartend. So the DJ gave her a whole bunch of 4.5s. One of the first 45s, which is a record that I ever had, was like LL Cool J, I'm Bad. You know what I'm saying? So probably since then, in between those two records and that record player, been up ever since.
So, are you single?
No, I got a girlfriend.
Okay, any children?
I got one kid. They too expensive to have more than one of them. I've been with my girlfriend for about, a long time. I lost track. Been a long time. About 8 years now.
Okay, that's good. Is marriage in the equation? Do you think you guys are going to get married?
Absolutely. It's just all based on creating the right foundation and establishment. I don't want to put no contractual agreements on the back of something that's not as solid as it needs to be,
Yeah, that's true. So, I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
You said you have a daughter?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as a father, I don't know if you've seen the podcast with Young Miami. Carisha.
I don't think I checked it out. Well, yeah, I seen her. Which one? Which interview?
The one where she expressed that she likes when a guy urinates on her. How does that make you feel, knowing that you have a daughter in the world? Do you agree with something like that? Like,
I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of hard to say because I don't know. I'm not an advocate of urine in any sexual situation in no way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I believe that everybody is entitled to, whatever gets you off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would hope that my kid don't get to a point in their life where her and whoever she dealing with like urinating on each other. But if they do, whatever floats their boat, I ain't got nothing to do with me, little pissy ass.
That's something you don't even want to think about,
Yeah, I
right?
don't
Like
wanna
in the
think
future,
about it,
you don't want to
yeah.
think about that.
Yeah, it took me long enough trying to potty train, and now to find out we going backwards and you getting pissed on, I'd be a little bit devastated, but whatever.
Yes. I don't know. Social media is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. So, what is your biggest pet peeve on social media?
I think when people be going up to the bums, I don't want to say the bums, the less fortunate, and then doing stuff for them, and then they got to do it on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's so super weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've did countless acts in reference to those type of situations. I ain't never did it for no likes. If you're doing something from the heart, you're doing it from the heart. It don't have to be on no social media. So I don't like that. I don't like the fact that I don't like the fact that people kind of think that they have to live up to the expectations of social media. I really hate that for people. You know what I'm saying? So,
Social media is definitely a big influence on everybody.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
When people do that, I feel like they're not genuine as well.
In no way, shape, or form.
So, in your opinion, what culture has the most beautiful women?
African American women.
Explain why. Why
Absolutely.
do you think so?
Just everything, the essence of a black woman, the the complexity. You know what I mean, in reference to everything that come with them. The struggle, the things that they've been through, and things of that nature. All of that creates character, and I don't think it's no character created that surpasses that of a black woman. Period. I don't care who they is. There's some beautiful women in some other cultures, but ain't nothing passing the sisters.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I take that your woman is African American.
Absolutely.
Hey, so you told us that you're from the South Side of Chicago. Mm-hmm. How was it like growing up?
I don't know. I think my mama did the best she could. My father, left. I really didn't get a chance to know him until I was grown. I didn't see him for the first time until I was like 18, 19 years old. But my mama did the best she could, and my grandfather had a big influence as well, So we did the best we could with what we had. My mama wasn't no she was a hustler, she wasn't no bum or nothing. So she got out here and did what she had to do, you know what I mean? She bartended. She always bartended and worked as well, you know what I mean? So she ain't never had no I ain't suffer, you know what I'm saying? I ain't miss no Christmas until I got older and I started being bad. And she was like, you ain't getting no Christmas this year.
What did you start doing when you got older? What's the bad you were getting into?
Shit, everything, I mean, I don't know. I just ain't, I always kind of had to kind of go against the grain attitude. I'm an only child, you know what I'm saying? So it's just me, you know what I mean? So it ain't no sisters or brothers to help hide your shit. It's just me, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of my things just come from just me dealing with them front line, and they got me in a whole lot of shit.
So what was it growing up on the South Side? Was it hard, like just you individually, not what your mom did or anything like that, like you being outside with your friends, or did you have bad influences?
Yeah, it's definitely I don't know, I would say growing up on the South Side definitely isn't for the weak. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of niggas that, I came up with, or people that came up around me and they ass got swallowed. You know what I'm saying? The streets and the things in reference to them turned their ass into drunks, or, you know what I'm saying? Or pill heads or followers. You know what I'm saying? It's just really, the South Side is one of them things for me personally, what I just feel like if you're strong-minded, you can conquer it. And if, I think that's pretty much the same wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? If you weak-minded, your ass gonna drown. You know what I'm saying? But I've always been a leader. I've always been strong-minded. I ain't never just followed nobody or been easily influenced to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I always kind of did my own thing and charted my own, even as a shorty.
Okay. So have you came across any old friends that went in a total different direction than you have, like recently or while you guys are adults?
Yeah, I got I got some friends that's completely L7 corporate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I got some friends that just got so far away from the elements that we might have been exposed to that they not nowhere near the elements they might have came up in. So yes, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? And I completely um congratulate them. You know what I'm saying? If it's just about making it to me. It's just about putting your family in a better situation. So to me, I don't really particularly care what road you took, just as long as you took one that didn't, that you didn't fall to. You know what I'm saying? So.
So, if you were the president of the United States, what's the first thing that you would change?
If I was the president of the United States, the first thing I would change, I would probably cancel racist period. Like you wouldn't even be able to classify yourself as a race.
So, as a president, you think you can change that? People just are
That's
racist.
that's what I would be working on.
Really?
I mean, of course you can't change it, but sometimes the things you blueprint now change things 100 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So if you blur the lines now, you see what I'm saying? And it's so crazy, like, not to speak against anybody that might be of any particular gender, but if you pay attention, now it's like genders is completely blurred. Like you you could be anything you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, in my defense, I think it'll help a lot, and the world probably would be a better place in a lot of different instances if we could just cancel race altogether. Ain't nobody no race. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If they can erase gender, we can erase race.
Exactly.
I understand that. So
That's probably be one of the things.
What would be like your blueprint on trying to end racism? What's one thing that you would do to try to end it? What do you think would end it? Or help end it?
For me personally, I think that would have to be one of the things. You know what I mean? I don't think people should. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because racism is a complex discussion. You know what I mean? But I would say just canceling the whole. He's this race. He's this race. I think that'd probably be maybe the initial thing to help with that. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever encountered a racist, like police officer?
Hell yeah.
What happened?
Hell yeah. You gotta think about it. We moved from 93rd and Eberhard to 76th and Kingston to 93rd and Eberhard to Blue Island. When we first moved to Blue Island, niggas was a new thing in Blue Island. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, every white boy I got to it with, the first thing they did was call me a nigga and they got the shit knocked out of them. But still, you know what I'm saying? That was their first thing. But when you get older and you understand, like, that ain't even them. That's how they raised. Don't nobody know to just call no 8, 9-year-old kid know to call nobody no nigga unless that's just how they've been raised. You know what I'm saying? And when I got older, I had to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be angry about that shit. But everybody that called me a nigga got punched in their shit, so.
So you feel like racism is taught?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So that kind of go hands in hand when you were talking about the gender thing.
Yeah.
So when some men say that they were born gay, how do you feel about that? Do you think that's possible, or they're being influenced?
I don't know. I was watching Special Victims Gene the other day, and they said something about a gay gene. I don't know. I don't know. I think.
I know it's a sensitive topic.
I don't know, but I think you can be raised and go through certain things and be experienced to certain things, and I could see why you might have chose this route or this route, but I don't necessarily believe that anybody was just particularly born gay. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. Maybe it's possible, but as far as I'm concerned, that's some shit as you grow, you kind of, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of like pay attention. If you kind of pay attention, you can kind of see where certain things might come from. It's kind of easy to understand for somebody that's here versus somebody saying they was born gay. You know what I'm saying? If a young girl was born and her parents didn't have, her mom didn't have no maternal instinct, she the person that's supposed to treat you like a baby doll. You know what I'm saying? And then everything outside of that is a man or aggressive or, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of easy to understand how a girl might be like, I like girls. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Or it's certain guys, you know, who might have been touched a certain way when they was young and they got older and they like, you know, I can understand certain things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I could, those things are understandable, but that shit, that I born gay shit, I don't know about all of that. You could be born a moron. I think you could be born a moron.
So, are you teaching your daughter that those things are not normal? Like, as a mother, I teach my son that it's not normal for a man to be walking around thinking that he's a woman. So would you be teaching your daughter the same?
I try my best to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I try my absolute best to. But in this day and age, I'm kind of just at the point where it's like whatever way you decide to go, I know I gotta fully support it. It's a little bit easier to do that when you got a daughter too. So.
Yeah. So what's the most positive thing that's ever happened in your life?
Probably having my daughter. Yeah.
How would you say that changed you as a man?
It changed everything, you know. I always kind of had an attitude prior to her where it's whatever. I crash out. I don't care. You know what I mean? And my temper still ain't all necessarily the best, but when you got something to live for, you tend to pace yourself a little bit better.
That's true. So you feel like she made you more patient, more caring, loving?
Yeah, all of that mushy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tends to happen when you have a daughter.
That definitely happened because
Yeah.
me and my daughter is like very, very close. Like I'm not like just a father, you know, that, you know, just handle his business from a distance. I'm completely a hands-on father, you know what I'm saying, in every aspect. I've been that since day one, you know what I'm saying, to the point where my baby mama and they get jealous sometimes, you know what I'm saying, because of the relationship me and my daughter have. So, yeah, I would probably say that.
Okay. Where do you see your rap career going in the next 5 years?
Well, I really want to go wherever it takes me. As far as I want to do some writing for artists, I'm not very particular in reference to being a rap star. You know what I'm saying? I've been one of them niggas in the streets forever. You know what I mean? So it's like, if to get to a certain type of notoriety as an artist is cool, but it don't necessarily matter to me as long as I could, you know, get in there some type of way. As long as I could get some of my little guys in a better situation, as long as I could get myself into a writing situation, things of that nature. Those are cool for me as well. Those are all wins for me too.
Okay. Do you have any specific artists that you look forward to writing for?
I don't have no one in particular. I want to write for everybody. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to write for everybody, whoever need it. It's kind of hard to say because I don't know who all.
So you feel like you can write for Cardi B? You feel like you can write a song for her?
Yeah, for sure.
Really? Okay. Young Miami City Girls.
For sure. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd probably prefer Cardi B, writing for Cardi B versus writing for Young Miami though.
See, so you do have a preference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she got a little bit more substance. And, you know, they both retarded, you know what I'm saying? But I think Cardi music has a little bit more substance than Young Miami, so I probably would prefer to write for somebody that has a little bit more substance, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you feel like your rap career will have a positive impact on the younger generation, like what you choose to rap about?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, I had spoke on this earlier in the other little segment. Y'all will see that as well when it dropped. I kind of just spoke on, the people, the rappers that rap about being the shooters getting way more glamorized than the niggas that's really niggas that seen some money out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And my standpoint is more so that than anything. You know what I'm saying? Get some money and survive. Live to tell about it. You know what I'm saying? Have some integrity. Have some dignity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I rap more so in reference to that standpoint. I'm not a conscious rapper in no way, shape, or form. I wouldn't consider myself to be that. But if I was, I would say, if anything, yeah, I'd motivate people in that direction.
Okay. So I seen on social media that this guy said that wash rags are for poor people.
First off, I seen it, but whatever the case, this is why I said what I said about race. We have to just that came from a Caucasian mouth. I just want the record to reflect that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they do or what they don't do, but I don't know nothing about that shit. That seemed like some white shit. That seemed like some white people shit. You wash your ass every day with a rag. You know what I'm saying? Now I know sometimes the girls got that little thing, that little girly Brillo, the little girly blousy Brillo pad.
I don't even know what it's called.
I forgot what it's called, but I know the girls got that.
Yeah.
Now I accept that. You know what I'm saying? But no, and I think they still wash their ass and still use that too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know nothing about that trifling shit. Yeah, that's pretty trifling.
Yeah.
Yeah, white people crazy like that though.
They do a lot of different things.
Yeah, do a lot of different things. A lot of different things. I don't want to talk about how they smell, but I can imagine. Whoever said that, I can imagine how he smells. I can imagine how he smells, and I'm sure it's like vinegar and shit. It don't smell good.
So how do you feel about the no cash bail law? Do you feel like that's like a trick, or people feel like they can get away with doing crimes?
I think it's a setup. Like, I think it's one of them things where what don't come out in the wash come out in the rinse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we see one side of it. You know, us as black people, we see a side of it and we thinking like, oh, damn, this finna be the stain. But at the end of the day, these people not dumb. If they setting some shit up to be a certain way, it's because they working on some other shit to be another way. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. So I don't really have no feelings personally in reference to it at all, you know?
A lot of people thought it was like the purge.
Yeah.
How would you feel if the purge happened? What would be the first thing you would do?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'd probably build some shit underground for my kid or something. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be out bullshitting around. I ain't gonna lie. I wanna do the bullshit too. You know what I'm saying?
Really? You gonna follow?
Nah, I ain't gonna follow. I want to purge a couple motherfuckers. This is a couple motherfuckers I've been waiting for the opportunity to, you know, I'm gonna get my shit off. Then I'm gonna go back into the little underground shit I built for my kid. Okay. That's probably the best way I can answer that one, shit. But yeah, I'm getting into it too. Everybody out purging, I ain't purging too. Everybody they found who they looking for, found who they had hostility for. And I'm sitting in the crib watching this bullshit live on news. No, I'm trying to get active too, shit.
So, what's one of the bad habits that you have overcome in life?
Cigarettes.
Was that hard to stop?
No. This shit finna sound crazy, but I started smoking cigarettes when I was 11.
Oh, wow.
I started buying, by the time I was 13, I was like actually buying boxes of cigarettes. I was smoking boxes of cigarettes. I come from a household where smoking is cool, so by the time I was 15, I'm a freshman or sophomore in school, I could smoke in the crib. My mom smoked. You know, you know what I'm saying? So, I think I had gotten some trouble or whatever I think I caught I had caught a case like in 08, 09, and I had to report, you know what I'm saying? So I had to, I had to go piss for them people every month. And for some reason I just stopped smoking cigarettes too. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't never even no avid weed head. I smoked from time to time, but for some reason during that time I just stopped smoking. So I had stopped the first time for about 3 years, and then I had picked back up for like 4 or 5 months. But this is the longest I've been clean. I ain't been back. It's probably been about 19 years now.
So, to top off the interview, can you tell us your top 3 favorite Chicago rappers?
Chicago rappers.
Yes, strictly Chicago. It could be male, female.
Twister. Lupe. Kanye.
Okay.
In that order, that's 3-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good lineup.
Yeah.
It is. So we gotta cut this interview short.
Okay. Well, it ain't short. This shit long.
No. We do have a couple gifts for you from our store, 1313 Ave in Gurney Mills. You gotta check us out.
Yeah.
So we got the
CHIRAQ
CHIRAQ
the home
magazine
team, CHIRAQ mag, yes sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem. And you are a father, and you are a Black King.
Yes, sir.
Black father, Black King shirt.
Yeah, I love this quality of shirts too. This is super dope. Yeah.
You definitely gotta check us out. Gurney Mills, 1313 Ave.
Every time I go to Six Flags, I'm gonna stop up there. I'm gonna get a cut from my mans, and I'm gonna come in the store and get some shit, and then every time.
It was a pleasure having you.
Pleasure being here, Amanee. I had a ball with you guys. I ain't gonna even front. I've had a lot of little interviews this year in reference to campaigning for my project. CHIRAQ Mag has been the absolute best.
Thank you so much.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
Definitely appreciate that. I'm gonna toast to you.
For sure.
Thanks for coming.
You know it.
What's them 60 singles, man? Let's show them one time, man.
You want to see that dog? Fuck no, that's that dog.
That's one dub. What about the dubs at?
That's a 5.
Let's show them, bitch.
You want another
Probably
5?
got $75.
What, you want another 5?
What that $75?
Oh yeah, we getting money out of it.
Stop talking, nigga.